Never, right? But I did say I would be late today, maybe early. Anyway, it's late. I got to get a move on because I need to free this channel up. Actually, our Facebook page, I need to free it up before 7 o'clock because our soul session is tonight. I encourage everybody to watch it. I may have to watch the recording because I got a lot going on. However, Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page, if you go there at 7 o'clock, you should see the recording. You should see it live. And if you don't see it live, it will be posted as a recording on our Facebook page and on YouTube. So one way or the other, you'll see it. So if you go there and it's not happening tonight because there may or may not be technical issues, there was a problem with connecting last time, at least check it out. The speaker tonight looks really, really interesting. And I'm not going to say any more about that. Here we go. Reverend Josh Reeves, he called this, as you saw, a Jedi in a car seat. First quotes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 19, 14. Jesus said, "Let the little children come unto me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." So we'll see how that develops. Holmes in Creative Ideas, on his Holmes says, "Life will give a love to all who know how to receive it." That was on page 32. So in other words, if you're open to receiving love, there's a really good chance you're going to get it. Anyway, here's Reverend Josh Reeves talking about some personal stuff again, which is good. He says, "I'm driving my daughter to school, running a little late, and thus a little high-tempered. I don't know about you, but my biggest fear isn't public speaking or dying alone. It's that I might be a minute late to anything." He must have lived in Holland for a while. In Holland, if you're not early, you're late. "My daughter sees this me who isn't as kind and as patient as normal. We had a tough exchange on our way out of the door. 'Why aren't your boots on?' I asked. 'It's time to go.' My daughter is silent in the car for a while, but then she says, 'Daddy, I want you to know that even when you're being mean, I forgive you.' He now says, 'Grace, relief, awakening, the end of my own self-rejection.' This is what salvation feels like," I say to myself, "saved by an angel, a muse, a Buddha, a Jedi in a car seat. I wonder if this is part of what Jesus meant when he said, you have to be like a child to enter the kingdom of heaven. Can I be wise enough, deep enough, loving enough to receive like a child? Who am I to deserve such grace to be forgiven by a child? Perhaps to enter the kingdom of the divine, you have to go not in this afterlife, not in a, let me read that again. Perhaps to enter the kingdom of heaven, not in an afterlife, but in this life, you need to embrace a childlike forgiveness and to accept wholeheartedly that we are Spirit's beloved children, even when we are too busy being too grown up to remember it." So maybe that is what Jesus meant when he said, "Be like little children." In other words, I think it's kind of like animals. Children usually don't bear resentments. You know, they get upset and then they're living in the moment again. And just like Reverend Josh's daughter here, who is annoyed with him for a while, but then it goes, and it goes a lot faster for her than it does for him. So when we can see the world with a childlike simplicity, then things really start to buck up for us. You know, it's kind of like what we call animals. Yes, everything's an animal, including a human being, but animals, by and large, don't ruminate over things. They don't keep churning things over in their minds. They have an instant reaction. I mean, their amygdala works just like ours. And if there's fear and panic, then they're fearful and they panic. But guess what? In a short time thereafter, it's gone. But what do we do as human beings? We keep churning it over and over and over. You know those times when you can't get to sleep at night and you've got all this mind chatter, you've got this monkey mind going on, and it happens during the day as well. I don't know if animals actually do this, but human beings are certainly experts at it, or experts at holding onto things. Like Reverend Josh was holding on to the fact that he hadn't been the best parent he could. But his daughter, upset for a bit, boom, she just let it go. So that's the message tonight. As I said, I'm not going to belabor the point tonight because 7 o'clock, this channel needs to be free, or actually the Facebook channel that I'm broadcasting to now needs to be free. And just a matter of interest, I broadcast to LinkedIn, I broadcast to Instagram, I broadcast to Facebook, and I broadcast to one of my YouTube channels, which is kind of hard to find. So that's it for tonight. I moved the affirmation around a bit. I embrace a childlike forgiveness, and in doing so, fully embrace that I am a child of the divine. I embrace a childlike forgiveness, and in doing so, fully embrace that I am a child of the divine. It's been my honor. It's been my pleasure once again to do another reading. I truly appreciate it. I learn. I hope you learn. Sometimes I get cheered up, and sometimes I just get some love that I need. Remember, we're community. We are here to help each other, and we're definitely here to help you. info@creativelife.org will get you help. And the rest of it's up there. Once again, reminder, class is starting on Monday. We have some wonderful people signed up for it. Check it out. Check it out on the link there. So, till tomorrow, I will be seeing you then. And remember, Reverend Lisa will be on at 9 a.m.-ish tomorrow morning, reading once again from the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes' seminal work. He wrote a lot of stuff, but that was his seminal work. Until next time, namaste.